Ibang supply people siya ka channel jangi ka tech tutor mekhalia blapanya ta ka SCSDE. Ko kerteng siya ka de me basi siya karin. Ba benta ka sing in sedang part ya ka exercise 2.2 jo ka chapter 2. Te in sedang ya ka question number 1. Ka question number 1 ka angkom no. Prove the following. The ka ang prove ba 3 sin inverse x equal sin inverse 3x minus 4x cubed. Who x belongs to close interval minus half comma half. Okay. Te menta ban proof ya ke ngi ban proof bakal left hand side ke equal ya ka right hand side am. Te menta hang ni first of all hang ni in the pit menta ha ka right hand side. Okay. Te udah 3x minus 4x cube. Te menta ngan shemlet x equal sin theta. Te nang le penyo theta equal sin inverse x. Okay. Dengan substitute ya kan ya ka value of x hang ni. Te menta ngan shem ya ka right hand side ngan sa proof menta bakalong equal ya ka left hand side. Te either pi shem na ka left proof ya ka right na ka right pi proof ya ka left. Te menta pan nga hang ni menta ngan shem na ka right hand side and then ka proof ya ka left hand side. Te ka right hand side ka ang sin inverse of 3x minus 4x cubed. Okay. So menta sin inverse hakajaka jong 3x menta ngal ong let x is equal to sin theta am ngala symbol x unong sin theta. Te menta sin inverse 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube. Te pe menta pa ngala le kini ki formula kin long important na dagi kenju so lada pila ban memorize kini lada pila ban kan mau kini kan yarap ya pi bapin ken kan yarap kan pen stat ya pi kenju okay so you pi happen memorize ki formula te pin pe thang ne menta kan ne 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta kam le kan ne sin 3 theta is equal to 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta dengan use kan ne sa equal sin inverse okay 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta kadai kom no kadai ka formula jong sin 3 theta equal 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta. So nama bagi tip ya kan ka formula minta ngin use kan using kan te minta hakajaka jong 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta I can write sin 3 theta yes nga bentuk sin 3 theta. Te minta sin inverse but sin cancel so pinsa yo bit 3 theta. Te theta par udah kan no theta par udah sin inverse x sumta kan kadai 3 sin inverse x katu kadai ka answer. Okay so hai ngi ami am equal left hand side. Tang ba okay lada kadai tang r marks. Okay pi da ken pen kut hang tu lo suppose menta lada kadai line marks se saw marks we have ban proof bakane ka fall under the range kane ka condition baki ai hane ka fall under the range of sin inverse. Te fikan mo pa range ng sin inverse menta ka range ng sin inverse da fikan mo ka range ka domain ka day from minus 1 to 1 ka range ka day from minus pi by 2 close interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 da fikan mo yo sin inverse. Okay. So menta kom nung improve ki ang menta x belongs to close interval minus half comma half. Te kamut pila mento minus half less than or equal to x less than equal to half. Yes, from here pila mento ba minus half less than or equal to x less than or equal to half. Okay. So menta x menta hane ngila shim mo unde kan no mo unde sin theta am. So ngila ban replace minus half less than or equal to sin theta less than or equal to half. Yes. Okay. Now, when you sin ngan shem sin sin inverse, you can say sin inverse of minus half less than or equal to sin inverse of sin theta. Can say with theta. Sin inverse of sin theta apply with direct hand to can say with theta less than or equal to sin inverse of half. Okay. Sin inverse of half pitip ka to sin inverse minus x equal minus sin inverse x am so pi apply kani halta sin kani no minus sin inverse of half less than or equal to theta less than or equal sin inverse half ก็ได้ sine of pi by 6 คุณตา okay now minus sine inverse half อันนี้รูมตาพิลาอันเพราะ sine pi by 6 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to sine inverse sine pi by 6 sine inverse cancel here by pi by 6 so minus 2 sine inverse sine cancel here minus pi by 6 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to pi by 6 okay tambah ka angle hang ni ka dai 3 theta am te so la dang ko am pulong 3 theta hani ngan ne kom no ngal multiply throughout the 3 so multiply throughout by 3 pinyo minus 3 into pi by 6 less than or equal to 3 theta less than or equal to 3 into pi by 6 cancel out 3 1 3 2 so pinyo minus pi by 2 less than or equal to 3 theta less than or equal to 3 1s are 3 3 2 less than or equal to pi by thì cái này minus pi by 2 less than or equal to 3 pi less than or equal to pi by 2 cái này cả half cái range giống như therefore làm thọ therefore 3 theta belongs to close interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 which is within the range of sine inverse okay which is down thought which is the range of sine inverse katu question number 1 ngila dep menta so hang tu ngila dep ning kong ngila proof swa ba kan ni kan left hand side ka equal ka right hand side then after that nga proof through ya ka condition nga proof ki ong ni x belongs to minus half to close interval minus half to half am then haban pen e kan ba kan ni x belongs kan ni ka lies within the range and then ngila proof menta nga e ka range dong sine inverse ka dai minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 te nga yo kom tu nga yo within the range hi so I hope hila clear question nga menta ngin net pa ka question number 2 ta ngin pe shop ngin pe dang or hila ban kan ru kom ne mo ka question number 1 ka question number 1 ka ong no 3 sine inverse x prove by 3 sine inverse x equal sine inverse 3x minus 4x cubed 3x minus 4x cubed x belongs to minus half comma half okay ngam pe ni phi kan ni ka kham long shortcut kan dia okay temen ta phi shem let kunjo let x equal to sine theta let x is equal to sine theta now nan shubo we ka value jong ni menta nan shem pe thema 3 sine inverse x menta alam tho 3 sine inverse sine theta equal sine inverse of 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta okay now implies 3 sine inverse of sine theta pinyo by 3 sine inverse sine theta 3 theta equal sine inverse kani part pi apply by ka the formula sine 3 theta is equal to 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta pinyo yo sine 3 theta implies pinyo 3 theta equal sine inverse of sine 3 theta pinyo hi 3 theta they hang to pinyo therefore left hand side equal right hand side te kum tu ru phila ban proof okay kane ka kham long shortcut kane ka dang de hi ka solution jong ka number 1 or phila man kane te ban proof ye ki conditions but pi proof kum tu bang apan hi man tan okay now ngin pe ka question number 2 ka question number 2 ko ang prove that 3 cos inverse x equal cos inverse of 4x cubed minus 3x x belongs to close interval half to 1 okay so menta suppose dangale shwa da ka tu ka shortcut mentan kembali ka tu mentan mo dangale shwa tu ka ba kham shortcut okay ngan pe isha ka tu ka method ka ba shortcut mo mention let x equal to cos theta okay let x is equal to cos theta te menta shame ba the 3 cos inverse ha ka jong x an bo no cos theta equal cos inverse of 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta te kani kadon ka formula ka formula yu kadi kanya 3 cos theta equal 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. Then apply by ka formula hani implies 3 cos inverse of cos theta theta equal cos inverse 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta kilaban tho cos 3 theta because why ka formula kade cos 3 theta is equal to 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. Okay, so kilaban tho ani using cos 3 theta equal 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. Okay, now to implies 3 theta equal cos inverse of cos 3 theta 3 theta. Therefore, left hand side equal right hand side. Hence, proof. Okay. Then, pinhaban proof sa ika condition. Okay. But then before proving that condition, nanne patsa da katukowe ka method. Okay. Or pilaro pan solve komne. Let x equal cos theta. Nang ne pinyo cos inverse x equal theta. Nang theta is equal to cos inverse x. Now, fission. You can take right hand side, proof pakalong equal yaka left hand side. Right hand side equal cos inverse of 4x cubed minus 3x equal cos inverse of 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta equal cos inverse kanika deka formula. What is the formula? Cos 3 theta equal 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. The hang to pio 3 theta. Theta hang ni part day cos inverse x is equal to 3 cos inverse x equal left hand side. Hence proof. Okay. Now in proof part ya ka condition. Okay. Ka condition menta ita of cos inverse menta. Okay. Cos inverse ka domain kade from minus 1 to 1 ka range kade from 0 to 1. Okay. So now by x belongs to close interval half comma 1. Okay, half comma 1. So comma half less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1. Okay. So x condition bande cos theta implies half less than or equal to cos theta less than or equal to 1. Now carry cos theta shani finong kinyo cos inverse half less than or equal to theta less than or equal to cos inverse 1. Okay. Now pay hand name and fit pick more yakitiki values young sine 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, shopping and proceed but check 60 degree, 90 degree. Sine. The sine ulang kat no 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, but 1. Cos part ulang 1, root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2, 0. Okay. The pindapet ya ka value jong sine menta kat ba kanang angle kanang increase ki value ru kinang increasing. Okay. Kat ba ka angle kanang increase ki value ru kinang increase. Cos part kat ba ka angle kanang increase ki value kinang decrease. Okay. Cos part kat ba ka value ka angle kanang increase ki value kinang decrease. The pindapet ni meta. Let's see and proceed honey. Okay. Cos inverse. Okay. Cos inverse pindapet try name tangan pinipi. Cos inverse half cos inverse of cos half they got no half they 60 degree and they cos pi by 3. Okay. Cos pi by 3. Okay. Less than or equal to theta. Okay. Less than or equal to cos inverse 1 day cos 0 degree. Yeah. Implies pi by 3 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to 0. Pindapet hang ni menta. Okay. Pindapet bah hang ni menta. Kalau ase banong ba theta ulang greater than pi by 3 but then it should be less than 0. Theta is less than 0 but then theta should also be greater than pi by 3. Teka ni kam na banong tes. So hang ni kalong very important hane ba phintep ba hang dia lada pila pila yo yak we lada pila apply cos function hang ne. Okay, the moment ba pila apply cos function hang ne u sin u reverse depend sa yo kom to. The moment ba pila lami u cos function u sin u reverse kom to. Okay, so menta pi by 3 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to 0. Thì cái này mình ta có make sense không? Cũng có tôi mình nói kiểu pi by 3 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to 0. Thì theta along less than 0 but theta should be greater than pi by 3. Thì kim dan mla ban yo kum kita ki value am. So this is kan mla ban no. Okay? So now I hope you understand. Now, hani pat ngidan kam 3 theta. So implies multiply the 3 both throughout pinyo 3 pi by 3 greater than or equal to theta greater than or equal to 0 into 3 pinyo hi 0 or 3 theta pinyo 0. 3 cancel kasi mata pi greater than or equal to 3 theta greater than or equal to 0. Therefore hani pila laban ba 3 theta belongs to 0 comma pi. Okay, close interval 0 comma pi, and close interval 0 comma pi lies within the range of cos inverse. Thì mình ta hãy nghĩ là the proof ya cái này baka left hand side cái equal cái right hand side cái hanging issue cái right hand side cái equal cái left hand side, and also nghĩ là proof baka này cái condition cái lies within the range of cos inverse. Thì cần mau ba hai ni step but the apply cos inverse u sin u reverse. Okay, why? Because kan baka angle kanang he ha ka function jong cos cái values kinang decrease, so kanya kadika special case kinang. Okay, thì mình ta nghĩ là poi siya ka bakot cho kadika question number 2. Thì ha kanya ka video nghĩ là question number 1 và question number 2 thì là đáp hidan kinu ki doubts then kinu ki chung e pila ban comments ha ki comment section but nghĩ là ban batay bang gitu ki chung e cho pi ha ki next video kubre shibut.